What's up, everybody? It's the Chill Scrub. I'm coming back at you with another video. Today is a chest and arm day. Again, my favorite day. Can't go wrong with it. Who doesn't love the bench press? Who doesn't like the incline dumbbell bench press? So forth and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and give a disclaimer now before this video actually gets started. If you are one of the people who believe in the whole fat acceptance movement, if you believe that obesity is okay and it should be celebrated, I highly advise you to click off this video right now because this video is going to piss you off. So I made a tweet a couple of days ago and I was talking about essentially how obesity is running rampant in America and it's celebrated. You're literally getting celebrated for deleting yourself via food, right? It gives an excuse for people to be lazy. And sorry, I'm not saying that you have to work out every day. I'm not saying that you have to eat everything healthy all the time. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy things. But the underlying thing is when you talk about fat acceptance and body positivity, which has been hijacked by fat acceptance, you're essentially condoning people's addiction to food. Rather they're coping through it through emotional issues, or they're using it to cope for whatever problems they're having in life. You're sitting there saying that this is attractive, and you're trying to force it down everybody's throat that, hey, this person that is 5'6", that is 200 plus pounds or 300 plus pounds is attractive when it's not. We're trying to throw away what is naturally accepted as attractive. You know, being in decent shape, body size is proportionate, symmetrical facial features, so forth and so forth. Having a double chin, having turkey leg arms, having Popeye's chicken sandwich legs is not attractive. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry at all. Because here's the thing, the whole fat acceptance and body positivity, it only goes one way. When you see a fat dude, nobody feel bad for him. They tell him, go to the gym, lose the weight. It's your fault. I've literally had arguments or debates with women where we are simply having a conversation about, well, Anthony, why don't you like fat women, or why will you curve a fat woman immediately, right? And it's not necessarily that I will curve a fat woman. I have no problem with a woman that is trying to lose the weight because there's an end goal in mind. So I can work with that. What I can't work with is me going to the gym day in and day out and trying to get my body right and to keep it right, and you're just going to sit there and keep killing yourself. I can't have that around me. So I simply asked her, would you date a fat man? And of course, without even thinking twice about it, she said no. And I'm like, do you understand the hypocrisy in what you're just saying? So it's okay, or I have to date a fat woman, and if I don't, it's socially unacceptable. But if you don't, it's perfectly okay, and you're allowed to have your preference, right? Nobody cares about the man in that situation. The whole fat acceptance movement / body positivity, it's stupid, because real body positivity is to me is what I see day to day in the gym. When I see old couples that go to the gym, that inspires me. When I see people that are paraplegic or missing an arm that still go to the gym and don't make excuses, that is inspiring to me as well. When I see people with Down syndrome and autism and all these other ailments that they cannot help, that is true body positivity to me. Not some sorry fat person who sat there and said, you know what, because my life sucks and I don't want to take accountability for my actions and me getting myself fat, I'm going to force you to accept it. And if you don't accept it, you're a terrible person. And next thing you know, you're homophobic, transphobic, and all these other things. This is a rabbit hole that goes down when it comes down to this whole fat acceptance thing, and all of it's linked together. And what I mean by it's all linked together, if you do not agree with their ideology that is self-harmful and harmful to others, you are now a terrible person. How dare you think like a normal person? How dare you go against your natural mindset that tells you that certain things are just naturally attractive than others. How dare you think that? No, people like Lizzo supposed to be attractive. People like Adele in 2006 are supposed to be attractive. People like Monique in the 90s is supposed to be attractive. No, that is disgusting. I'm sorry, it's not attractive at all. No man has ever pulled down his drawers and got willingly erect from rows on top of rows unless it's a fetish. There's just no way to sugarcoat it. And the thing is, where I live at in Atlanta, it's glorified. We are in June. The end of June, about to turn July. It's hot as shit, right? And for me to see at my workplace or when I'm just going outside, women, the back of their legs look like oatmeal pies, and women that look like oversized stuffed cans of biscuits with little to no clothes on is enough to make me throw up. It's not about me being sexist. I don't think I'm the most attractive person in the world either, but at least I put forth the effort to at least try to look decent, you know? There's no reason why this fat acceptance movement should be a real thing. If anything, if anybody really cared about these so-called fat people, you would do what I do. I'm not saying you have to be mean and rude or show hatred towards these people, but at least point them into the right direction. We need to bring shaming back. Shaming used to be a thing to control the society. Look, it's a bad thing. If you out here disrespecting people, it's a bad thing. If you out here overeating and disrespecting your body, it used to be a bad thing. It used to be shamed. Believe it or not, before this whole narrative that black people were always fat, no, the hell we weren't. If you look at the pictures of the 60s and 70s, black people were not fat. We were not out of shape in masses like we are now. Now take the hood, for example, where I live at right now. If you look at what's there, there's no wonder why everybody's obese, out of shape, overweight, can't run, can't lift weights, can't do anything. There's no gyms. There's no healthy food. There's only thing that's there is McDonald's, liquor stores, and fast food everywhere. How do you expect to eat healthy like that? How do you expect to get your body right when there's nothing but garbage around you? And I can go into it a whole aspect of how most of the foods that we eat are garbage anyway, but that's literally the bottom of the barrel. When people don't understand the amount of calories they eat per day, right? I track calories every day, and I say roughly I eat anywhere from 2,000 to around 2,700 calories a day tracked. And if you look at my diet, you would think that I'm bird feeding, but no, it's because that's exactly what my body needs. A lot of people don't understand the difference between being full and overeating. A lot of people just overeat. The average American, I can guarantee you, consumes around anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day. And you would think that that's a lot of food. It's really not when you look at the foods that people eat, especially when this whole fat acceptance thing. If you look at the foods, they eat cookies, candies, cakes all day long. There's nothing wrong with eating it in moderation. You can have anything you want to eat in moderation. But when you eat this stuff day in and day out and you do no exercise, no cardio, no weightlifting, no walking, especially for the black people that sit at home and play fighting games all day. Yes, I'm talking to you. If you hear this video and you sit on your ass and play fighting games all day long, I am definitely talking to you. Right? And the craziest thing about it is when they say that they have depression, right? And I know people are going to take this take and say I'm crazy for saying this, but I truly believe that depression is actually a good thing. And let me explain why. Depression tells you that something is wrong. It tells you that I am not okay with where I'm at. Let's look at the fat acceptance movement. The reason why you have 600-pound life and all these other things is because they're absolutely miserable. And it's a good thing. It tells you that I need to fix this problem, right? The problem comes into play and we want to make depression a bad thing. It's because these people are too lazy to actually fix it. So instead of actually fixing the problem, as I said earlier, they want to force you or condemn you to follow their ideologies and say, you know what, this is perfectly okay. You know what, let's keep dying of heart disease, and let's keep dying with clogged arteries and high blood pressure. Let's not be able to walk. Let's keep getting our body parts amputated because we just can't stop fucking eating. Because that makes perfect sense, right? Especially for my black people, we already know that sugar, aka diabetes, runs heavy with us. But yet, I bet you know a nigga right now eating some Popeyes. I bet you know a nigga right now eating some KFC. I bet you know a nigga in the hood right now that's that got a wing spot on him, 15-piece lemon pepper with extra fries, with extra seasoned salt and extra ketchup. I bet you know a nigga. And you wanna know how I know you know that nigga? Because I was him at one point. I used to eat all that crap every day and then down it with 2 liters of soda. And let's be real here. I look at the way I used to eat and the way I used to treat my body, and I tell myself every day, thank God I'm alive. I should be dead. I used to down 2 liters of soda a day easy. I used to eat nothing but fried foods every day easy, not watching what I ate and wonder why I gained so much weight. And none of it was muscle. Even when I was skinny, I can go back and show you the pictures where I was like completely skinny. I was like 160, 165. And I was skinny fat. I had no muscle whatsoever. I wasn't watching my macros, my micros. I wasn't watching my fiber intake, my nutrients. I wasn't watching my protein intake. I wasn't watching none of that. And on top of that, I wasn't exercising. It's a miracle I'm alive and I don't have like some serious medical defects. And it only took me till I started truly gaining some weight to like, you know what, I need to chill out. And then I look at what I'm doing and I like, let me change everything. Let me go ahead and give it a reboot, right? Now, this whole video isn't to just say that, oh, fat acceptance is bad. And no. It's okay. But to force other people to try to live that lifestyle or accept it is not okay, right? And if you can sit there and cram down my life and other people's life that, hey, we should accept that. We should have the same freedom of speech to say, you know what? I think you should lose some weight. You know what's really annoying when I go to a clothing store and I see all the fat people wearing mediums, and we know the clothes are too tight. I can literally see your stretch marks through your short sleeve shirt. I'm a true medium, maybe even a small at this point, but I am a true medium, and I can never find my clothes. But the extra large and large section is always full of clothes, and the obese rates of black people or people in general is 40%. So if most people are fucking fat, let's call it for what it is. And that's just obese, not overweight. That's a whole nother ballgame. So obese or overweight, most people are obese or overweight. Why are all the skinny people clothes missing? Because people have deluded themselves because they know they want to be skinny, but they have deluded themselves and say, you know what, I'm not fat. Wearing that double XL, you know you're big. You don't want to wear the clothes that fit you, but you have to wear it because that's what you did to your body. All in all, guys, with this message, I just want you to actually appreciate your body. And again, I'm going to say this for every video. If you are going to the gym because of me or any other YouTube influencers, I want you to thank them and keep going. Stay in there. You know, it might not be fun some days. Some days you might be tired. Some days you might be sore. Sometimes you got other things going on in your life. Just keep going. If you are 200 pounds plus or whatever overweight you are, just keep going. Eventually you'll lose the weight if you're doing everything correctly and you're watching your diet and you're getting proper sleep and proper exercise. I'm not saying that you have to be some swole buff guy. I just want people to actually be in shape, you know. So trust me, as a person that used to be depressed, when I got in shape, I feel a lot better. But with all that being said, I think this is my last set of weighted ab crunches. I hope you guys have had a great day. I hope you guys will subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll catch you next time. This is me signing off. Peace.